Hello, hello everyone. This is Ilze Be. I am a Latvian and I teach Latvian to English speakers and for English speakers. And today I'm coming on live through my PC. I'm trying how it works. So if you if you connect with me while I'm live, let me know how you hear me because I'm not sure about the sound this time. But anyway, I wanted to jump online because I have received some questions via email and also some as comments under my posts. And the questions are really the essence of the questions is the same. There are certain kinds of questions that I got. So I thought that I would answer those questions publicly. And the questions are about how to learn Latvian, and the questions are how to start living in Latvia or how to get a job in Latvia, around those topics. And then people also ask me if I give live lessons and how to connect with me. And I'm going to answer this. So let's start from the very beginning. So, how to learn Latvian? There are several people who say, I want to learn Latvian. And of course, I teach Latvian, but I think that what you are really asking is how to begin, how to start learning Latvian, because there are quite a few resources on YouTube and elsewhere on internet, and probably you don't know where to start. So whenever somebody asks me how to start, what do I do? How to learn Latvian, how to learn Latvian efficiently, and what should I do? I always want to know what is your goal? How much of Latvian do you want to know? Or do you have any specific deadline? And really, what I want to hear is, do you want to learn some Latvian, just some phrases, and use them when you visit Latvia or in communication with a Latvian, when you basically speak English or another language, but you just want to show that you respect and you love that person, and you want to throw in some phrases, and then you want to say those Latvian phrases. So that is one level where people might want to learn Latvian. And then there are people who are very determined to learn Latvian thoroughly. And that's a totally different story. So I want to know. And usually, when you are considering learning Latvian, then probably you want to learn just a little bit. And then you might get confused. You think, oh, I lost myself. I don't know. I get confused. So where is the beginning? Where to start? And then I always say that it is very, very important to learn Latvian letters and how to read Latvian words or sentences, but not only, also when you hear a Latvian sentence or a Latvian word, you want to know how to write it down so that you can look it up in a dictionary and see what it means. So what you need to know is how to write it correctly in Latvian, right? Because if you wrote it in your language, for instance, English, how you would write it in English, it would be something different than Latvians would write. So you wouldn't be able to find it in a dictionary. So that is very, very important. And I have one video here on YouTube where I also explain how a person who was not very good at Latvian could secure her job by answering a phone and taking messages for her boss. Well, not really knowing what those messages said, but she was able to write those messages down in Latvian and then show them to her boss. So that is also very important, why it might be very important. So learning the letters is very, very important. And I have one video, my very first video here on YouTube, where I quickly go through all the Latvian sounds. You can look at that one. And I also have a free mini course, which has 4 parts actually, where I teach it more thoroughly, and you can find it on my website. And after I finish this video, I will tell you where to where to find that mini course. You can sign up for it, and I will send it to you via email. I will send it during the period of 4 days. So you will get the first part on day 1 and the second part or on day 2 and so forth. Sorry. So yes, that's one level. But I also have a course, a very, very thorough course, because for some people that has not proved to be enough. And there I really teach that in the form of dictations, how to write down words and even small sentences in Latvian. And I teach some Latvian songs and phrases. So that is something else. If you are interested, the course is not available right now because I'm working on updates for it, but it will be available very soon. So you can also follow me and check out my website after a while, and the course, you will be able to sign up for that course there. And that's, of course, that is a paid course because it is a large course. There's a lot to learn, but you will know it very, very well afterwards. And then the next thing is you need to learn vocabulary. You need to learn words, right? So of course, there are many courses, there are many free lessons on YouTube, not just my lessons, but also other creators have created very good courses, and you can learn words and small sentences. And I think that's, you should definitely try all that out. There are also books and audio courses. And I also have some free videos, actually quite a few free videos where I teach words and phrases. But nobody who is creating something for you really can create it for so that everybody benefits from it, because you have your specific needs and you want to learn about to talk about specific topics at the beginning, because you cannot learn it all. So what I'm suggesting is to look up words in a dictionary. For instance, let's say you want to learn how to talk about construction or building houses or something like that. And then what you can do is you look up words in a dictionary. For instance, you want to know what brick is, how you would say a brick in Latvian, or a house, or a log, or stuff like that. You look it up in a dictionary, and if you have learned how to read Latvian letters and Latvian words, then you can pronounce that word. And you really need to start memorizing your words of your choice so that you have some vocabulary. Then the next level is you need to learn how to put those words together in sentences so that they make sense, because it doesn't work the same way it works in English. You construct sentences differently. And if your native language is not English, but some other language, then it might be actually easier for you to learn Latvian the way I teach Latvian. Because if you know two languages, then you see those differences between how English speakers think think and express themselves, and how people in your native language think and express themselves, what phrases they use and how they put words together. So Latvians have their own way of expressing themselves, and not always it matches exactly the way English speakers do it. That is what I really focus on when I teach Latvian. And I have a big course where I explain it in detail. But if you have been following me, and if you've seen how I teach about changes of endings of words, or for instance, I had that challenge 4 words a day, I also showed you how a word can look in its default form and then how it looks differently in a sentence. So that is really what is the next step for you to learn, so that you can make your own sentences and you don't depend on those courses that are sold everywhere, because the course creators don't know what you want. So those courses are really usually for beginners, just to learn some beginner phrases, and then you can throw them in to show that you have learned some Latvian. But the problem is that it will probably always be difficult for you to understand the reply to your phrase, what you said, because we cannot predict what a Latvian would say in return after hearing you saying something. That is why it's very difficult to tailor a course for everybody. And of course, everyday people in Latvian, they don't know how people teach Latvian to English speakers or anyone. So they don't know what phrases to use to answer you so that you understood it. So really, the strategically correct approach is to learn how to construct your own sentences, right? Does that make sense? I think it does. So, yes, that is what I teach in my other course. That's the big course. Usually it takes 4 months to complete it, but I consult my students for entire year. It's almost like a private consulting, and that's what you get when you buy my big course. It is also not right now on the market. I will launch it again in December, and then I will start consulting at the beginning of the January of 2019. So also, if you're interested, just follow me. And finally, people also ask if I teach Latvian, if I tutor privately, or some people also ask me what my phone number is. And the thing is, I create a lot of free stuff, and that takes a lot of my time. So, in the remaining time that I have, I need to create something where I can earn the money so that I can create these free courses, right? And so that I could live and buy food and clothes and etc. So, if you wanted me to tutor you privately, probably it would cost a lot of money, right? Because when people buy courses, I have several people in a group, and they all have paid to me through buying my course. So it wouldn't be efficient for me to tutor you, or it would cost a lot. So, but I do sometimes I just see that somebody wants to know Latvian so much, and I see that they have put so much work into it. And I sometimes just simply give away those free tutoring hours, or half an hours. But that is when I see that you have put a lot of work into your learning, and that you have used my free resources, and then you have questions, and that's when I help you out and answer your questions. So, sorry. So basically, the answer is typically I don't tutor privately, I don't give private lessons, but there are exceptions. And I have an announcement. I noticed that a lot of you enjoyed my challenge 4 words a day. So I am thinking about starting a new challenge, but it will not be exactly like that challenge, 4 words a day. The new challenge will be where I focus on explaining verbs. And verbs are action words. And action words is something that I don't really focus on when I teach in my courses. So I thought I will create some free videos where I teach these action words. So if you are interested, just follow me. This is what's coming up. And best of all, go to my website, and that's also how you can connect to me. Go to my website, ilzebe.com. And if you look at any of my posts, there will be a pop-up form, and you fill out that form and you will start receiving emails from me, and you will be able to write emails to me. And I really read each of your emails personally, and I try to answer everybody personally. If it's not just like, hi, how are you? Because that is really, we are not getting anywhere. But if you have specific questions and you talk about your past experience and your goals that you want to achieve, I will definitely answer you. So, yeah, that's another thing to do. Just go to my website, ilzebe.com. Look around. There will be new information because I am working also on updating my website, and sign up for my emails to get the best information directly to you. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. Wow, it's been more than 15 minutes. And I wish you a wonderful Sunday, wonderful following week, and bye bye. Ata, till the next time. Oh, one more thing. Don't be shy to ask questions or suggest what you want me to create the videos about, because I work for you. I want to know what you want me to create. And I try to do what my followers suggest me to do, at least in terms of what topic I discuss. So now that's really it. Ata, bye bye, till the next time.